As we men age, एक सवाल हमारे दिमाग में हमेशा आता है. Can I still date girls who are extremely attractive, beautiful, younger, full of life? Or is it just over for me? Now I'm 31 guys. When I started this channel, मेरी age थी 21. I'd just come from Singapore and I remember I was going out to clubs all around India, attracting girls from different age groups. But one thing I've realized working with a lot of these clients who are at the age of 40, at the age of 50, most of my clients are 30 above. And guess what? Most of them, they're happily dating younger girls. Some of them are dating younger girls who have a 7+ years of age gap, and some of them are dating girls with a 10+ years of age gap. Now you might be thinking, ये तो सिर्फ movies में होता है, तो सिर्फ films में होता है. How can you actually do that if you don't have a lot of money, if you don't have a lot of social status, if you're not an actor or a celebrity? How can you actually date a younger woman? The reality is, India में हमेशा से एक social stigma रहा है about dating younger women. So if you're dating a girl और तुम्हारा age gap 7 साल तक का है, that is acceptable by the society. But जहाँ पे तुम्हारा age gap 7 साल से ऊपर हो जाता है, you're looked down upon. Why? Because 99% of the Indian men are not able to do it. So how can you do it? But if you're a guy who's confident और जो society की बातों का बुरा नहीं मानता, if you're a guy who does not let society's thoughts or opinions affect and impact you, then you can actually do that. Without having millions of rupees in your bank account, without having six-pack abs, without actually looking extremely good, or without having a lot of social status, you can actually date a younger woman. But what you actually need to know is अगर तुम्हारी age 30+ है, maybe you're 30, 40, 50 and above, and you actually want to get started into dating, you want to kickstart your dating life for whatever reason, maybe तुम्हारा divorce हुआ हो, maybe तुमने कभी date ही ना किया हो, अब तुम dating शुरू करना चाहते हो. How you're going to feel when you start dating is that you're driving a scooter on an expressway, a very old scooter on an expressway, because modern dating has changed the landscape. And it has both pros and cons. Now, we're not going to get into details of modern dating. That's another topic for a complete different video. If you want that, let me know in the comment section. I'll create that video. But for now, you need to know that with modern dating, with all these dating apps, with all dating convenience, life has changed. You can actually date younger women from the comfort of your own home. And if you go out, you can also attract and approach younger women too. And guess what? Younger women, they prefer older men because they're mature, they're more sensible, and they're not addicted to their screens. I actually read this article somewhere. Most younger women, they prefer older men rather than men their age, specifically in India. But the reality is, dating a younger woman comes with its own set of insecurities. तुम्हें लगता है, is she there because of my money? Is she there because she actually likes me for who I am? Is she there because I have a social status, I'm upgrading her lifestyle? देखो, 10 से 15 साल का अगर एज गैप हो, you might need to do all of those things. The girl might be there because of your money. But if you actually want to date a younger woman, maybe 7 years, with an age gap of 7 years or less, you can actually do that with your own personality. She would be addicted to your personality rather than being with you because of your money. And if the age gap is way too high, then other things come into the picture, like how much amount of money you have, what's your social status, you know, what kind of social standing you have in the society. But generally, if you ask me my opinion, I personally feel if you're 33, it's not wrong dating a girl who's 26 or 27. I personally feel if you're 33 and you're dating a girl who's 18 and 19, you're just being a creep. That's what I personally feel. But most of my clients who are at the age of 40, at the age of 50, they're dating women 10 years younger than them. And that's not wrong. Now, there's nothing wrong in that. But if you're a guy who's 45 and you want to date a woman who's in her early 20s, that might be wrong. Dating younger women is absolutely possible and you can do it too. You don't need to be Shah Rukh Khan, you don't need to be a hero, you don't need to be a celebrity. You can do it being who you are just by upgrading your skills. And that is something we're going to talk about. But before that, I want to share a story. मेरी एक दोस्त होती थी back in the day and she was dating this guy who was 10 years elder than her. Now this girl used to tell me everything is beautiful, you know, when we are alone, when we are at his place, when we're going out for dinners. He's the nicest guy I've met. He's a complete gentleman. He's mature, he's sensible, he gives me sensible advice. And I also look up to him, I really respect him. But the problem arises when I actually go to meet his friends. क्योंकि उसके दोस्त मेरा मजाक उड़ाते हैं, मेरी एज का मजाक उड़ाते हैं, and I feel helpless कि मैं अब क्या करूं. And because of that repetitive pattern, they were not good socially, but they were good as a couple. And these are some problems that you might face if the age gap is above 7 years. 7 years is still acceptable. But if you're above 7 years, if you're dating someone who's 10 years younger than you might face these issues in society. Now, dating a younger woman is actually like eating a bag of chips when the church prayer is going on or dating a stripper. Everyone wants to do it, but no one wants to be pointed out while doing it. Now, what I mean to say is you need to own up to your age. That's the first thing you need to do. What you need to do is when you're actually talking to a girl who's younger than you, who's 7 to 8 years, maybe 10 years younger than you, if you're at the age of 40, what you need to do is you need to be very comfortable with your own age. आपको डरना नहीं है. You should not be uncertain when you're telling her your age. When the girl asks you, hey, what is your age? Don't lie. Don't try to cover it up. Don't be like, hey, I'm not going to tell you. You should never ask my age. Instead, just be very confident that you're 35. Maybe you're 40. Hey, I'm 40. Does it really matter? I don't think age is just a number. Because once you believe it, the girl is automatically going to fall into your frame. And that is the beauty of it. और अपना डर हटाने के लिए, understand this, that women actually want to date a guy who's more responsible, who's more mature, who's more sensible, who can actually add some value in their lives. And if you're a guy who's above 30, I'm 100% sure that you have established yourself a little bit in whatever you're doing. And if you have established yourself, then the woman can look up to you. She can actually respect you. But if you're a guy at 30 who's just living with his parents, smoking weed all day, drinking all night, and just playing video games, then you don't have a lifestyle that is to be respected. So I would recommend, in that case, change your lifestyle. Work on bigger goals. अभी मत सोचो younger girls को date करने का. Instead, focus on your career first. अपने आप को थोड़ा set करो and then focus on dating younger girls. Now, second doubt जो age के साथ आता है is about looks and styling. कि मेरी age 35 plus हो गई है. I've not taken care of my body. I'm looking fat. I'm looking obese. And I'm not taking care of my grooming as well. I've been single. I'm not focused too much on dating. I'm not focused on interacting with people. I'm just going to my job, coming back home, going to office, coming back home, going to office, coming back home. And if that is your lifestyle, अपने lifestyle को थोड़ा change करो. Start hitting the gym. But don't let it stop you from dating younger women. I had this one client at the age of 50. His name is Ajay. When he came to me, he was completely clueless. सबसे पहले उसने कभी किसी को डेट नहीं किया था. उसकी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं रही थी. उसकी कभी शादी नहीं हुई थी. And he was a little clueless about how can he date a woman? Not even a younger woman. How can he date any woman? Once he started working with me, we shifted his style a little bit. I'll add his photos over here so you can check it out for your own self. We shifted his style a little bit. We created his online dating profile. We positioned him in online dating like the boss. Once he was positioned in the right way, he started getting a lot of interest from different women. Women of his age, women of younger age. Now he wanted to date women of younger age, and that's exactly what he did without having any experience. And guess what? He did not go to the gym 7 days. He was not at that position. He just started some walking. He started focusing on his own self. That built confidence over the period of time. But initially, that was also not required. All we did was style him properly. And styling does not take a lot of time. Styling is almost instant. Styling में क्या आता है? We groomed him properly. We also gave him a good fashion makeover. And because of that, we were able to position him in the right way in his online dating profiles. और उसकी वजह से उसका interest shoot up हो गया. Now, when he was getting so much interest from different sort of women, of course he was getting interest from younger women as well. And because of that, because of the texting framework that we taught him, he was able to connect with those younger women and he was able to set dates after dates. At his peak in dating, he was talking to multiple girls. I want you to listen to this. How many girls were you talking to in your peak time, man?
12. It's never too late. And Arnav is a great coach. I thought it was too old to be able to be in touch with you and to be able to contact you. I thought only young people came to you, and I thought, what would I get? An old man in his going to be 50 next year. What would an old man try to get out of this program?
How did your mindset shift from there?
Yeah, absolutely. Age is just a number. It's about what you feel inside of you and how old you feel inside of you. And it's and there are also, I think, a lot of people of the similar age who are women out there who are also looking for a meaningful connection.
Definitely.
So yeah, why not?
Styling plus flirting skills plus confidence is an irresistible combination. Now the best thing about Ajay को तो अपना घर भी नहीं छोड़ना पड़ा था to actually date younger women. But if you are in a position where you are in a metropolitan, you can actually go out and approach women as well. It doesn't matter what's your age. If you're at the age of 40, till 40, you can actually go out and start approaching women. Now, I remember I had this one client on a boot camp. A boot camp is where I go out with the clients. I teach them exactly how it's done. And this client was very apprehensive because of his age. उसको डर लगता था कि यार मैं 43 या 44 का हूँ. And if I go out and do approaches, people are going to beat me up. Now, in reality, that would happen if you're doing it in a small town. If you're doing approaches in a small town and you're 50 years old and you're approaching a 20-year-old woman, that is going to happen. A lot of calibration is needed when you actually want to learn a cold approach at a certain age. But the best thing is, अगर तुम 45 के हो, you're well established, तुमने कुछ ना कुछ अपनी life में काम किया होगा, and because of that, you know how what it takes to actually learn a skill. Now when Sarthak came to the program, उसकी अपनी apprehensions थी उसकी age को लेके कि शायद मेरी age की वजह से girls are going to reject me. But he also knew what it takes to actually learn a new skill. And he completely trusted the process. He trusted the coach, which was me at that point. And I told him exactly what kind of approaches to do. Now, with my experience of approaching, I could tell him exactly what kind of approaches will not go into a messy scenario and how to calibrate that. Understand, if you want to approach, if you want to learn cold approach at a certain age, you make sure that you are in a metropolitan. Second thing is you need to work on your social intelligence, you need to work on your social calibration. अगर तुम एक certain age पे cold approach सीखना चाहते हो, it's much better to do it with a coach. Specifically in a country like India. बाहर आपके लिए फिर भी ठीक है, you can still do those approaches in US, in the West, in Europe. I've traveled all across and that is not a problem abroad. But that is a problem because of the social stigma in India. But if you're a guy who's 50 years old and you're approaching a 20-year-old woman in a small town, then you would be called a perverted old man. And trust me, you don't want that tag. I want you to listen to Sarthak's story in his own words, and that is actually quite inspiring.
When I enrolled for the bootcamp, my entire approach was that I need to get rid of approach anxiety. The opener was a big sticking point. Also, it was too much in my head, overanalyzing things, not being able to talk to people in general. And my expectation from the bootcamp was to address this problem and then know techniques how to overcome them. Not only that, also see what happens when you overcome those. What kind of space does it lead you into? And also have a better understanding saying where are your weak points, where do you go wrong, what are the right things to do, and when, especially when not to get stuck. First day, I have to admit I was a little nervous as to how the things would go on because it's completely new, a new experience for us. But then I think the mentors knew exactly what needed to be done. They walk you through what will be done. They break down the entire day schedule for you, the entire courses schedule for you. And then I think on the first day, they first demonstrate on how to talk to people, how to open people up, how to engage them. And then they make you do it so that you understand it's not just theoretical. They ensure you are aware of your own way that you talk to people, that you interact with people, which is extremely eye-opening. Something that's very important. Hi, are you from around here? Are you from around here? I'm from out of town, so I was like wondering, are you from around here? If you can help me with directions. Can just a couple of people walking. Sorry. No. Oh, hi. Sorry. Good. The three of you are here. You can help me out. Are you localites here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow.
Somehow मतलब क्या है?
मतलब we are from UP but we live here. That's
यूपी में कहाँ से हो?
Bullshit.
Okay. Are you okay? I नाम सिर्फ सुना. I don't know so much about geography and all of that. But then यहाँ पे रहते हो आप दिल्ली में?
हाँ, गुड़गांव में रहते हैं.
Yeah. Sorry. I am actually looking for a place. I'm going to meet a couple of friends. And okay, let me make this really
Keep it
personal.
short. Keep it
I know.
short, yeah.
The reason why I'm asking you this is I have like old girls who have studied with college. They're meeting me, so I want to take them out for
You
dinner.
can go Burkos.
Sorry, where is it?
Burkos. There na? कौन सा? There. There.
Acha, okay, that's a good place.
Yeah.
What cuisine does it serve?
Italian one के पास है. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And then you understand how you execute the same steps and how they execute the same thing. Understand the differences and then you then bridge the gaps. I think that's a very practical, a very novel way of ensuring you are shown what you're missing. Once that is set, then you just take it on from there. The second day is the real time when you have the opportunity to make leaps, make improvements, make changes. I was here with another person, so we were doing mixed sets, we were gaming together, we were doing individually, all part of the exercises. And the interesting thing was we opened quite a few people and we were able to pull folks on instant dates. That's a huge step in knowing how people respond to you.
Meeting Arun Palebade, I look at him as a younger brother and I'm extremely protective.
I'm protective about my brother, but I don't get it.
Protective to an extent where I tell it to his face that okay, I'm meeting with you.
I don't know. I feel like if I admitted him, I would be like,
Rebel to running it. Like, I don't know.
it's pointless.
I'm in the
तो चाहे आप 35, 45, even 55 के हो, and if you want to date younger women, it's not just only possible, it's easily accessible. All you need to do is work on your mindset, flirtation skills, work on your styling, and it's 100% possible for you to date younger women even if you have no experience with women. अगर आपको भी सार्थक और अजय जैसे results चाहिए, you want to date younger women but you don't want to be termed as a creep, I've created an in-depth training video teaching you flirtation skills. Watch that training video and schedule a call with my team. Now, once you schedule a call with my team, my relationship expert is going to help you create a dating strategy that suits your lifestyle. And once we provide you that dating strategy, we also tell you about implementation on how you can implement that dating strategy for your own self without being termed as a creep. So what are you waiting for? Watch that training video and let's hop on a call.